Welcome to episode 4 of It's All Black and White. We had to get the result in episode 3 against Chesterfield after Wrexham got that win in the earlier game. We were obviously the late kick-off and goals from Maka. They did reply with Dobra, who I hope has recovered from those 2 horrific challenges on him. And then Chickson steaming into the back post to get the win. We showed character to hold out even against 10 men when they had the fans behind them, trying to push them to get that equaliser. And basically left one man back. We could have capitalised, but we didn't take any chances we got there. This, obviously, against Barnet means even more than the Chesterfield game now as we're getting closer to the end of the season. But if we don't back up what we did on Saturday here today, then, all that was almost for nothing. Barnet in fantastic form. And this season, we've gone to places we don't usually get wins. We've gone to Eastleigh and Torquay and got wins against Chesterfield, Solihull. And we seem to be breaking those patterns. The only thing that concerns me a little bit here is we always seem to do well against Barnet. So is that going to reverse here? In fantastic form, nothing to really lose for them. They are in a position they didn't really expect to be in after 5-10 games, and they've just come storming into this position. So this is almost a free hit coming to Meadow Lane. As is Woking's going to Wrexham. George will check in a little bit later, but we are 6.5 hours from kickoff, and I can't wait for this one.
It's Valentine's Day then. I'm up bright and early. Plenty to be doing today. Unfortunately, one of those things isn't going to Meadow Lane. I am going to be streaming the game because I'm still away in Ireland at the moment. I feel actually lucky that I can stream the game online, to be fair. So, credit to the National League for that one. But yeah, that's the game. Barnet doing massively well in the form table at the minute. I think they're near the top. So it's going to be a difficult game. They've not conceded many, but they've been scoring fairly well. So it's going to be a game that's going to be very, very difficult and a very telling game. But which every game feels that way at the moment. Chesterfield felt like that, and we came out really well the other side. So, I'm hoping the home advantage really goes our way and we take full advantage of it and just keep getting 3 points on the board. Convincing performance as well. I'm really excited to watch the game later on tonight.
Coats on, ready to go. Need to find my hat. I think it's going to be a cold one. Team news will be out very shortly. Most importantly, I'm feeling like I need a pie tonight at the game, keep me ticking over. But I'm not nervous, not because I'm underestimating Barnet, but I don't know. I don't feel the nerves. Maybe I used them all up on Saturday. We'll see how we go. I'll catch up. George will catch up with you actually with the team news, and then I'll catch up when we get to the ground.
Team news is out then. The only real notable change for me is that Adebayo Rowland's in, which is great. Me and Tom have talked about wanting to see him a little bit more. He has that bit more height, so we've got a bit of better defence and maybe even attack from set pieces. So that's always good. I'm just saying the main's probably being rested because of the amount of running that he does every game. So yeah, it's good to see Ruben back in as expected. He missed Chesterfield. We still won the game. It was a difficult game, tough game, but Ruben will be buzzing to get back to it. Front two as well. Scott and Langstaff are in. Looking forward to it. Really, really strong lineup.
Here we go then, making my way to the ground. George just filled in on that team news. I'll quickly point out that Aaron Mann is a massive miss not in that squad. As much as we wanted Toby to be in there, he's really going to have to step up. And can he play 90? Because Aaron's not even on that bench. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, and hopefully by about 60-70 minutes we're in a comfortable position, because giving Toby that night it'll be tricky. Catch up when we're in the ground. Cheers. Look who I'm with. He's here again, they're here. Why did we wait for kickoff then? What's going on?
We're waiting for Wrexham, or they're waiting for us.
Waiting for Wrexham to kick off. They've turned us round. We're kicking towards the Cop first half. Last team that I can think of that did that were Yeovil, and it worked. So let's see how we go. Purple away kit.
I quite like it.
Decent. Really good start from Toby, especially. He looks fit, looks fresh. He's put a ball in, Chicks, and nearly got onto it, but it was cleared away. Camera coming forward now, beats his man. Good from him, puts it into Chicks. Decent cross and a knocked corner. Really start well. What on earth has just gone on?
I mean, we've started really, really well.
So I think Matty Palmer's just played it into Baldwin, who's missed the ball. Slocum is miles off waiting for the pass off Baldwin, and they're just easiest finish you'll ever score. and we're 1-0 down.
It's weird. We played really, really well up to that point.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
really odd.
Wow, 1-0. Ruben's getting way too much space, like so much space. He's just driven to the edge of the box, forced a good save from the keeper, stretching above his head to put it wide. We've got a corner. We actually don't deserve to be losing this being 11 minutes in. It's the only thing Barnet, well, they haven't even done it. It was our own doing. Wrexham at the same time conceded against Woking. Corner from Bostock. Decent ball. It's fallen in the box. Waller's going to put it back into Ruben, and they clear the ball, but they're just hitting it long. Nowhere to go, yeah, like Will said, but we're doing really, really well. Chicks has got it again. I don't think anything will come from this though. On it, really getting the better of us. We're being sloppy, really sloppy. Toby's just gone down, and it looks as though he's okay. I think, is it Kabamba? He's running us absolutely ragged down this side. I think that's his name. Puts the ball in, it's gone out, but I genuinely think he just turned Toby inside now. Toby went down for 3 or 4 minutes. I think he was just embarrassed. Like, Chesterfield missing out on him as a signing is massive. I mean, there's 3 or 4 times he's found himself with acres of space in the box. Not good, 21 minutes. Williams going absolutely mental. Probably the worst 5 minutes we've had all season. I don't know what's gone off there. Cameron's gone down off the ball. I don't know, but he's back to Williams. He's going absolutely crazy at Bostock. Baldwin has been atrocious the past 5-10 minutes. Just awful. Ruben's got the ball here. Can he play Toby through? He can. We've got an attack. We need to get something to spark him into life. Come on, Toby, beat your man. He's done his man. Digs out a great cross. Scott back across. Corner to Knots. We need something. With 2 efforts. First one pond away from the keeper. Second one, I thought it had gone in from where I was sat. We're knocking at the door. We're playing pretty well. I mean, it's no disrespect to Barnet because I'm not trying to, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect them. They are completely a one-man side right now. I don't know if it's been like this in the past few games. That winger they've got, he's unbelievable. Causing us so many issues. Poor goal kick. The whole team has been, Barnet have been awful. Corner to Knots. Tried to take it quick. Ref doesn't let us again. He's been awful at that. Great play there that led to the corner. Scott almost scoring. Keeper saved it, shoveled it away. But we've got a corner, and we can't take the routine we want to do because the ref has just slowed it all down. Matty Palmer delivers it in. Keeper catches it. We need a goal for half-time. Wrexham equalised against Woking. It's the end of the half. 2 minutes added. Chicks, good ball. 2 minutes added, yet Toby was down for 3 or 4. Make it make sense. You get out of time 7 minutes in the Chesterfield game from nowhere. I don't know why Williams didn't seem to be arguing, but Toby was down for a good 3 or 4 minutes. It's coming out for the second half. I've spoken to Will, Neil at half time. There's no way Barnet have won as many games in a row as they have playing like this. I'm just having a look. Ruben is on the pitch. I think Toby is off for Jones. I'll just have to try and have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it is. I think Toby's off for Jones. Massive second half. Wrexham obviously 1-1. Jones, if he plays like he did second half against Chesterfield, we've got an opportunity, but we're kicking towards a family stand. We need to get behind them massively. Huge 45 minutes. Here we go, second half. We're pressing them very, very quickly. Without Toby, I don't know how we're going to deal with their winger. Jones got a lot to do, considering he played his first 90 in over 1,000 days the other day. He's going to have so much to do this second half. Great effort from Ruben, edge of the box. Thought the keeper got a touch, but it flashed wide. Now they've come to this side. It's not Jones marking that Cabana. It's another player. Carnu, I think it is. Carnu. I've not been giving him a credit. Unbelievable. Now I can see the name on his back, number 11. Really, really good player. I'd love Knots to have him. Was it Ruben?
I don't know.
I don't know who scored. Barnet player was sitting on the floor for hours. No reason to be down.
Jimbo loves it.
No reason to be down. And we scored from it. And I love it. we're finally being like other teams are to us. Massive goal. What do you think? 20 minutes to go.
I love the fact we didn't get the ball out of play for the goal. I think we're pressing. They look tired. They look a little bit knackered. The winger's not looking as much of a threat. We keep pushing. We should unlock them, but our final ball's not being good enough.
There you go. I don't even need to say anything. Barnet keeper's fantastic. Not sure who it is, but he's been fantastic all game. 3 or 4 like top class saves. I thought Ashmore was good for Boreham Wood, but yeah, this is another level of performance. Just saved a great shot from Bostock and then from Scott. So yeah, we can't find a way past him at the minute. It's 10th for the season, all competitions. Oh my goodness. Wow. Just as Woking equalised.
Got a penalty.
Apparently Woking penalty. I'll be re-recording this in about 3 minutes when Wrexham inevitably go and score again. Oh, what a second half performance. 15 to go. 3-1. It's Maka, what a finish it is. Keeper's been fantastic for Barnet, but there's no stopping that. 3-1. We've come out second half again. You know, we've done exactly what we needed to do. Oh my goodness, what a second half we're not. Standing ovation for Adam Chickson. Frank Vincent at wing back. Didn't get on the video, but we did say earlier, didn't we? Can you imagine Vincent at wing back? He's got the energy.
He'll do a job.
Yeah, delighted to see him back. What a time to come back into the game. We're through again.
Vincent.
Ruben pings it forward, but we've got the game. Barnet look leggy. I don't want to come back to regret that, but there's 84 minutes. Vincent gets his first touch back in a not shirt for a while. He's loving it. I love Vincent, loving it. I think it's Jody Jones. It might have deflected off Maka. Vinny did really well. It's 4-1. They are absolutely gone. They are so tired. They've looked poor defensively all game. But I don't know. I don't know if it came off Maka.
I
think it did. We'll see. I'm going to say it now. I'll see if Will agrees with me. For me, best half of football all season.
Yeah, really good half, to be fair. I mean, they've really tired. We've absolutely dominated them. Yeah, Jody Jones.
I'm going to say, me and you thought it came off Maka, not so giving it to Jones. Do you think it was Maka's goal?
I do. Yeah, I think it'll get changed. He claimed it, so he started celebrating. So I think he'll get another. Oh my God! How
good has Frank Vincent been?
So good.
Wing back.
Man of the match, potentially. Right.
You've got Joel Taylor coming back to the club.
Yeah.
There's the win. And you've got Vinny playing there. 4-1. Second half was huge. Walking back to the car, I'll give my player ratings in a second. I believe George managed to watch the game over in Ireland, so he'll give you his thoughts very, very shortly. But yeah, I'll come back with the player ratings, as I said on the last video. Best second half, or best half I've seen all season.
A huge win in the end for Notts. A disappointing first half, I've got to be honest, but you know, to win 4-1 with that first half display, which was poor, is unbelievable. You know, we looked like scoring from every opportunity we had in the closing 10 minutes. You know, it just feels like it's going our way at the minute. You know, there's a lot of games to be played. I appreciate that. But we're in such a good position at the moment. Obviously, Wrexham have those 2 games in hand on us, but they've drawn tonight. We go 5 points ahead. So even if they win their games in hand, they can only go 1 point above us, which is superb. It really is good. I cannot praise these players enough. But one thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it again, even when we've won, and we've won convincingly, the officials were poor. They were so poor. But that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to expand on it too much. But I'm buzzing with that. I am so happy. Great win. Great performance in the end. Huge 3 points.
Right then, let's wrap up episode 4 of It's All Black and White. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I certainly have. As you just heard from George there, these players give it everything. What must that team talk have been at half time? What must it have been? Because Luke Williams has gone from being absolutely fuming, the players looking so nervous, to then not misplacing a pass almost the whole second half. It was superb stuff. Right, I'll give you a quick player ratings then. Sam Slocum got man of the match for some reason. And I give a 7.5. I can't. If I'm missing something big, I can't remember him doing anything. I go over to Toby, who in that first half was okay. You know, he's coming back from injuries, beating his man a few times, but he was run kind of ragged by Carnu. I'll probably give him a 7. Going into the other side, Adam Chickson. What more can I say? Double figures for him for the season. What an absolute credit to the club. What a credit to the club. Credit to himself. Credit to everything that's going on at Notts at the minute. Comes in with that goal, and it was incredible. I'm gonna give him an 8.5. Going into that central positions then, Kyle Cameron I thought was much improved today. Couple of step overs in there as well when we're quite high on confidence. I'm going to say for Kyle Cameron, I'll give him a 7.5. Go over to Rollo. Warrior, when he's in the team, we don't well, touch wood, we don't lose when he's in that team. He is such an influential player, gives absolutely everything. For me, he's just like Chickson, epitomises this team at the minute. You wouldn't have thought he'd be here at the start of the season, playing week in, week out. You'd have thought he might have been on that bench, or maybe not even making the bench. So good, so good. So I'm going to give him an 8 tonight. I thought he was, he was very, very good. Then go to Baldwin in the middle. We've won 4-1. Unfortunately, I'm going to give him a 6. It was very close to being a 5.5. At fault for the first goal. Couple of misplaced passes straight after. First, I think we're 1-1, and he can easily go back to Sam Slocum, back heels it down the line. Just not his game for me today. Just not his game. And that's in his game. That's in his game. That's the kind of player he is. And then, sometimes you get that from him. But we've won on this occasion. Could have been worse. Then go in the middle. Matty Palmer, uncharacteristic. First half, could barely string a pass together. I'd generally have given him a 5.5 for the first half. Second half, I thought he controlled the tempo, him and Bostock. I'm going to give Matty Palmer a 7.5 for his overall performance. John Bostock, I'm going to go another 7.5. I thought he was very solid in there, especially second half. What we saw against Bournemouth to what we're seeing now is levels and levels above. He is so much quicker. He's grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck. Yes, his crosses from deep could be a little bit better, but you've seen those ones he does pick out, like the one to Scott against Chesterfield. Superb. I'm then going to have to go to Ruben, fresh, and I thought they afforded him so much space in the first half. Unlucky not to score. Could have put one top corner, but for a good save. Their keeper was very, very good. But overall, I think he ran the game. I don't know how anyone else saw it, how George saw it, but I think he completely ran the game. And he had to adapt when we didn't have a natural full wing back in Jody Jones playing. I think for me, Ruben gets an 8. Then goes Scott, gets his goal. Just never stops running, does he? Never stops running. 8.5 for me. And then Maka. What do I give Maka? He's so good. 8.5 for Maka as well. I think I have to. Just superb. Gets his goal, and it's just everything tied in together today. Players were outstanding. Then goes to subs. Jody Jones comes on after playing his first 90 minutes in over 1,000 days. First 90 minutes, then comes on for 45 in a wing back against Carnu, who was superb. But much like the Barnet team, 60 minutes in, absolutely blow him. They're giving it everything. I'm gonna have to give Joe Jones an 8.5. He was fantastic as well, really, really good. And then I believe the only other sub, I hope I've not forgotten anyone, was Frankie Vincent. And for someone that came on in an unfamiliar role back into the side for the first time after biding their time on the bench, I'm gonna give him an 8.5. That might seem high, but I thought he was so good when he came on. And that's the mentality and character that Luke Williams has built at this squad. And if that's what's going on behind closed doors, where a player like that can be sent out on loan to a side lower down the table, come back and put in that performance when he comes on, credit to the whole team, the whole backroom staff. I'm going to wrap this up because it is getting late. As I've said, there will be no Pavers Perspective this Thursday. If you want to see the preview for the Yeovil game, have a look back at Sunday's Pavers Perspective. This has been episode 4 of It's All Black and White. Another victory, 4-4 for this show, or this series. It's so good to be a Notts fan at the minute. Let's keep focusing on our results. Let's keep going. Let's go for Yeovil away on Saturday. If you are going, safe travels. Please try and bring back those 3 points with the lads. It's great to be a Notts fan right now. As always, please like, comment, and please do. We're so close to 2,500. We're doing a giveaway at 2,500. Please do subscribe to the channel.